Are you just loving these so much as I am? Okay, we just got done with this really complicated problem. There's all my work for that problem. Do you see it right there? We're going to be cutting this out, so I want you to be really careful that you're doing your work where I've asked you to. Let's move up and try to solve maybe a little more easy one, maybe number 13. This number 16, though, was important to show you all the steps of something complicated because the Think Central activity and the homework and remembering have difficult problems. Okay, let's come to number 13, though. Morgan's juice glass holds 225 milliliters. I'm just going to draw her glass right here. 225 milliliters. If she uses the glass to drink 8 glasses of water every day, times 8, right? She's going to drink 8 of those. Oh, wait. 8 glasses of water every day. One day. That's important as you read a story problem to think through what's really happening. So she has this cup. She fills it 8 times in a day. Okay, so far. The question, though, is how many liters? I'm dealing with milliliters, and they ask for liters. So at the end, I'm going to have to do what's called a conversion. You can just write convert. We're going to have to convert. But they don't want to know how much in a day. It says, does she drink during a week? Okay, so once you find a day, you need to use your head and think through, well, once I find that, I need to times it by 7, and that will give me the week, right? So a little bit easier of a problem, but still we've got a lot to do. So I'm going to take this 225, and I'm going to times it by 8 to make sure I know how much she drinks in a day. So I'm just going to do that work above here in the green. So 225, you should do the same thing, times 8. This is going to find out how much water she drinks in a day, how many milliliters in a day. 8 times 5 is 40. That's 20. That's 18. Wow. 1,800 milliliters in a day. But I need to know in a week. So I need to take that number, 1,800, and times it by 7. 0, 0, 56. 7 plus 5 is 12. 12,600 milliliters in a week. But they're asking for how many liters. So we need to convert. To convert something, don't panic. It's just like all of these. You put what you know equals what they're looking for. Okay, so let's put what we know. We know she drinks 12,600 milliliters, and I want to know how many liters that equals. So it looks like this. How many liters that equals. I'm going to use the staircase that's down at the bottom of my paper. You should have one down there as well. And I'm going to put my finger on milliliter, which is down here at the bottom of the staircase. And I want to go up to liters. So you should start knowing this by now. Anytime you go from the bottom to the middle or the top to the middle, it's 3 steps. But we'll just prove it. Milli, here we go. 2 liter. 1, 2, 3. And I worked backwards or to the left. So I need to go this direction 3 times. Where's the decimal on 12,600? At the end. And I move it 3 times to the left. 1, 2, 3. So it becomes right where the comma is, 12,600. But what do we know about decimals with zeros at the end? You don't need them. In fact, you usually don't use them like that. So it's 12.6. So she drinks 12.6 liters every day? No, she drinks that every week because we found the day, times it by 7, then we converted it. So Morgan drinks, we're going to put this in a complete sentence. Morgan drinks 12.6, just capital L, liters of water during a week. During a week, period. All right, you need to have a pair of scissors handy. If you need to pause the video to go find some scissors, you can. Or if you want to try being really careful ripping it, you can as well. But you need scissors and tape or a glue stick. Whatever you would like with that. I'm just going to use the glue stick that I have. So here's what we are doing. We're being very careful, and we're going to cut out number 1 with our work that's above it. So be very careful. Make sure you keep your answer on the line. So I just kind of cut that part out. But you know the rule is to make it as small as possible. So cut around all of your work. I would probably leave the directions that say multi-step problem. Plus you had to keep the green part, right? So I have that piece. You can throw these little scraps away. And then, oh, sorry. I asked you to not rip it out. You are going to have to rip it out. So pause the video, rip it out so that you can do the cutting. All right. Then you're going to cut out this piece, the multi-step problem. And then I want you to be very careful and cut out number 16. When you cut out number 16, I want you to cut only on the line and then cut up and down and around. Up and down and around. Because I need you to be able to do the back side of this. So you have to be really careful when you cut out number 16. Keep it as close to the blue line as possible. Don't worry about the staircase. You're going to go just with what we did. Oh, I think I just cut down into it. Hopefully not. Remember, I just want the work we've done, which this problem took a while. And I don't need the other problems, so I'm just coming only to number 16. You can throw away problems 14 and 15. But on the problem that says 17, save, because look what's on the back. Okay, save that. So we just have these 2 complicated problems. We have number 13 about Morgan and the drinking water one. And then we have number 16 about Kelly and the filling the barrel with water. So when I look at my journal, I am going to be gluing in 3 different things, lots of different things. So I need to be able to fit all of these on here. So when you do this one that's all wonky shape, number 16, I would try to cut it off into 2 pieces so that you don't cover the hole in your journal. So I would maybe kind of rearrange it, how I do it, like this, showing the work, you know. I'll just kind of show you how I did it. I left the hole open. Uh-oh, the hole's not open on this side. What is that? Oh, I'll check that later. Sorry. Okay, so don't cover any holes, but get number 13 glued or taped in. Get number 16 and the work for number 16 glued or taped in. That's going to be important. So I'm just going to kind of do mine like that. And then you have all of these problems you have to do. You're going to be doing these ones on your own, not with me. So I cut off the staircase that I drew, which is fine. You're just going to cut that off as well. But keep the numbers on there. Cut off the bottom direction. So I just kept number 1 through number 12 like that. And I have to get those in there somehow. So mine actually will fit pretty straight like this, which is perfect because then you can leave space. So sorry, let me show you. Mine fits pretty good at the bottom here. But you can leave empty space right here to draw a staircase. That would be good. Or if you end up putting your slanted or something, then draw. You need a staircase is what I'm saying. You got to have these 4 pieces. Number 13, number 16, which we had to cut to get our work in there. And then you need 1 through 12. So then I'm going to draw a staircase here. So quickly get that glued in and then draw the staircase. And then you're on your own to complete numbers 1 through 12. Use the staircase to complete numbers 1 through 12 in your journal. So we didn't leave this one in our workbook. We ended up tearing it out and cutting it apart. So you will need to make sure that it gets ripped out. While you are gluing this, I want you to be thinking about doing unit conversions and which way you move on a staircase. When you move up the staircase, you are moving the decimal to the left. You're moving it backwards. When you move right on the staircase, you're moving the decimal to the right. Sorry, when you move down on the staircase, you're moving the decimal to the right. And however many times you step down or stepped up is how many times you move the decimal. Okay, so I know it looks a little messy, but hopefully you didn't cover up any of the holes. And I'm going to draw my staircase right here. This one can't be super steep because I don't have a tall space. It needs to be wide because I have a wide space. So remember, you need 7 steps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Mine worked pretty well. I'm going to outline it in this aqua color. This is the last thing we'll do in our journal together for this lesson. So, King Henry doesn't usually, in this case it's liters, drink chocolate milk. Okay? So remember, if you move up the staircase, move the decimal to the left. If you move down the staircase, move the decimal to the right. Okay, the time's now yours to finish problems 1 through 12 right here in your journal. And then you need to log on to Think Central and complete the 8.9 assignment. And then find Homework and Remembering in your work folder and complete that. There are a lot of difficult problems on the homework side for this, but you can do this. Go back and watch the videos if you need help. Ask a parent if you need help. Really think through those difficult problems. You are required to do all on the homework side and all on the remembering side, but you don't have to do stretcher thinking. So good job hanging in there with this one. Just for fun, at the end of this, I'm going to show you. I'm going to undo this video and show you what our classroom looks like right now without you in it. I'm just waiting for you to come pick up all these things. By the time you watch this video, you will have picked up all of these things that are on your desk anyway, hopefully. And I'll just say cheers to you. Hope everybody's doing well. I sure miss you. And make sure you complete all the math assignments.